final of the URC. Craig Evans of Wales, Frank Murphy of Ireland on the sidelines, Matteo Liparini in the TMO box. And the 2023-24 final is underway.
Use it!
Josh Mackay, Glasgow's fullback, with the early take. After a deep kickoff from Johan Goosen. Goosen, one of the stars of last week's semi-final, and now underneath the hoist as well. No release in the tackle from Glasgow, and it's Johnny Matthews who was last away from the tackle area. Looked as though it may have been Jack Dempsey who gave away that penalty, and straight away Johan Goosen points at the posts for a first shot at goal. 15 points in the semi-final with a try and 10 from the boot.
Great take by Johan Goosen. Similar start to what they had last week. Knees on the floor, tackle was called. And unfortunately, Jack Dempsey just ripping the ball while that is happening. Quite difficult as a stealer in that position.
So Johan Goosen, 156 points in this season's competition, puts him second on the standings to open the scoring in the grand final, and he has snuck it over. What a start for the home side.
Great kick by Johan Goosen. Hard to start the game perfectly. Similar kickoff to last week, straight down the middle by the Bulls. And they would be talking about building an innings. Great start.
Tom Jordan with the restart for Glasgow.
Okay,
Auckland-born fly half.
Use it!
The only player in this Glasgow team to now be making a 21st appearance for them in 21 matches in the competition.
Fair challenge.
Beautifully claimed out of the air for Glasgow and away by Horn. Quickly in to the midfield. Slower ball than George Horn would have liked, out the back from Rory Dodge. And then a wonderful tackle made on Jordan. This was a feature of the home side's play last weekend. They just allowed Leinster no space to work with in that semi-final. Horn with another hoist. Goosen well positioned.
5, stop when I call you, please. Thank you.
First carry for Big Gerard Steenekamp. And now Papier's turn to hoist the ball high into the Pretoria night sky for Kurtley Arendse to chase.
Play advantage.
And away by the Argentine international, Sebastian Cancellieri. And a little isolated at the breakdown, but no advantage.
With you, Craig.
Yeah, Kurtley just getting his timing wrong. Not in a position to catch that ball.
Here.
But interesting, Glasgow was out in the half felt against the Bulls, against the Lions, sort of overplayed their hand deep in their own half. First set play, couple of phases, and then through George Horn's up and under just outside the 22. Returning to the kick, the box kick, quite shortly thereafter, trying to get the ball back in front of their forwards and forcing the Bulls, who's been kicking through number 9 tonight. Last week they had a longer kicking game employed against Leinster.
Tom Jordan's penalty taking play down just inside the Vodacom Bulls 22-meter area.
Thank you.
No hurry to get to the set piece, and Johnny Matthews, 59th appearance in the competition for him, the top try scorer this season. Well, that's a free kick. Just a miscommunication with Glasgow there, and Matthews halting his throw, then having a second crack, which you're not allowed to do. Big let off.
Just quick.
Yeah, disappointing start. You want to get that first 22 entry and make it count, put the Bulls under pressure, paint a picture for the referee as well. See how confident they are in defense. Do they concede penalties early? If you're Johnny Matthews, you probably want a rolling more. I think you're going to score try number 15, is it?
Yeah, just stepped right into the field of play as well with that second throw, losing his balance.
Also super loud, noisy at Loftus. 50,000 people here tonight.
In the 5.
Successful line out the time from Glasgow, and Horn back to the short side. Cancellieri. Horn for Ferguson. Xander Ferguson, the tight head prop.
You're in the way. You're in the way, now clean out, number 5.
Penalties against Ruan Nokia, preventing the clean out.
Clean the zone, please. 5 in the way of clean out. Preventing the supporter.
Nothing wrong with Johan Grobler's actions. Ruan Nokia pinned for not clearing that space.
Yes, please.
Not allowing the Glasgow cleaner to get to the ball. Early Richie Gray. And he was just blown for just being ahead of the ball, technically offside. Richie Gray had to clean him out. Good contest by Jan Grobler, but interesting again, 3 phases, and then George Horn was shaping up to kick.
More.
Scott Cummings with the take. 2 good lineouts from Johnny Matthews after the initial mistake. Sione Tuipilotu. And Glasgow getting the quick ruck ball that they so desire. Jordan,
no hands.
A little loss of the footing as he tried to step off his left. Steyn filling in at scrum half, then Cummings. Horn back on his feet.
Yeah, player.
Now another carry for Xander Ferguson, bouncing off Wilco Lowe. Tuipilotu, little show of the ball. He had Richie Gray outside him, who then goes in to make the clean.
Well out.
The Bulls' defence remains diligent, away by Hugh Jones. Matt Ferguson. An all-Scottish back row, just as the Bulls faced up last week to an all-Ireland back row. Cancellieri brought down by Ruan Vermaak. Horn and Jordan. Cummings cut down early, so they've travelled a few metres backwards from the previous ruck. Little kick through from Hugh Jones. Good read from Curtly Aronson. And a wonderful clearance as well from the Springbok star. Missed the semi-final a week ago after a nasty clash in the quarter-final. But a huge relief that he was available.
Impressive set by the Bulls. No meters gained by Glasgow. Quite a clear tactic to reload and bounce into the blind. By the end, what that causes the attack to be quite condensed. The whole team standing in half of the field. Not a lot of wide options. A couple of decent carries. Matt Ferguson trying to get over the advantage line. Ran out of options, and well read by Curtly Aronson. Big relief for the Bulls with the omission of Willie Leroux being out injured through a head injury. To have him back to recall a play of that quality is amazing.
Well, a little comparison between the two fly halves, perhaps a little unfair on Tom Jordan, because he's not the regular goal kicker in this team, whereas Johan Goosen has played in 15 of the 20 matches of the campaign prior to this one to rack up his 156 points. Just 5 of those via a try, the rest from his boot. George Horn has contributed 83 points.
Great to play, guys. Water out.
Made up of 4 tries, and the rest from the boot. Been deadly accurate off the kicking tee of late, most notably in the quarterfinal at home against the DHL Stormers. Absolutely perfect performance off the tee from Horn. Great contest on the throw to Johnny Gray, Richie Gray.
Use it.
Xander Ferguson lining up for yet another carry. Clean out from Cummings. Certainly not shirking the
Wingers on.
The physical requirements, and nor Curtly Orenser, brave under the high ball once more.
Take him back.
Corson will look for plenty of distance here. And Josh Mackay.
First knock on black.
Well, a little knock on in there.
And then blue. Scrum. Blue ball.
Josh Mackay making a good fist of the counter attack from deep. Former New Zealand under-20 player who, given some space, can be so dangerous. And a little knock there
guys,
from Hugh Jones as he looked to fill in at scrum half.
Yeah, right idea by Hugh Jones, reloading out the ruck. Don't waste any dead bodies there. Josh Mackay is leading the running meters for Glasgow.
Put your foot in front of you. Thank you.
Returns it back. Him and Tom Jordan last week, the scene of the most wonderful counter-attack. Hugh Jones made the line break. Massive ambition running it from deep, but quite clearly they don't want to overplay at altitude. Hence, George Horn returning the favour for the Bulls with a lot of box kick contestables. Beautifully fielded by Curtly Orenser.
First scrum of the game, it was an area in which the Vodacom Bulls got the upper hand.
Better binding and break foot plays all the way.
In their semi-final last week.
Thank you very much. Low. Break foot, guys. Help for the stability. Thank you.
Managing to get the better of Irish international Andrew Porter. Gerard Steenekamp going up against Tyg Furlong. Steenekamp now up against Xander Ferguson. 67 test matches, his 109th appearance in this competition. Jamie Batty on this near side on the loose head. Capped 34 times by Scotland.
Set.
Wonderful surge from the Bulls. 8. It looked just after the hit as though Glasgow might have got something, but the counter was impressive.
Great signs for the Bulls, similar to last week. First scrum, they didn't get much reward out of it last week. This week, first scrum gets a penalty. Volkolo Steenekamp did well to sort of just a square hit. Didn't get any dominance through the hit, but it's the sheer power from the back five after that.
Glasgow here.
Decent hit by Glasgow.
With the first man. With the first man, guys.
So powerful by the Bulls back. It's a good sign for them.
Johan Grobbelaar down by Elric Lowe and into the midfield for Creel. Peterson coming around, dropping it onto the boot. Kyle Steyn comes across in cover and can do nothing except carry the ball over the touchline. Wonderful contribution from Sergil Peterson, who got a brace of tries in the semi-final a week ago, coming in off his right wing.
Beautiful starter, out the back play, out the back again. Sergil Peterson on that arcing run. A run you normally see Valerie Root take. Doesn't have the left foot, but puts it on the outside of the right. Rolls it into touch. Great start by the Bulls. Great attacking play.
Grobbelaar's throw.
Advantage in the air.
Taken out in the air is the court. It'll be a penalty advantage. Curtly Orenser.
9, you had the advantage.
No way through the tackle of Dempsey. Andrea Piatti will give this time to unfold here. Hanekom, player of the match in the semi-final at this venue a week ago. Starting strongly again. Steenekamp. Papier with the change of direction.
Still advantage.
Now the captain, Ruan Nokia. And the other Ruan. For Mark.
Another advantage.
Jamie Batty Pinned underneath there, not rolling away. Frustration for Ambrose Papier. He wanted a quick ruck ball there.
Good advantage played by the referee, allowing the Bulls to get a penalty in a much better position, kickable position. I'm sure they were pretty keen to tuck the ball, get the ball going. Infringement in there. Clearly Jamie Batty not rolling away from this one. Good hit by him, good fight. Somewhere you just got to give it up, get your body position in the right area. In the old days where rucking was allowed, that was a prime target, Matthew.
No, you fall on the wrong side.
Take your word for it.
Tutto a posto, Matteo. Quello in aria, avevi visto anche tu? Live o no?
Two conversions, two penalties from the boot of Johan Goosen in the semi-final. And after a very difficult first attempt to get the Bulls in front, he extends the lead from almost straight in front, and reward for that excellent strike play. Kyle Steyn making an enormous amount of ground to get that ball out of the clutch of Kurtley Orenser on the far side. Jordan's restart. And Ulrich Lowe, as has been the case this entire season, no second invitations required to make a strong carry and to take contact. But
5 seconds. Black ball.
Something we don't see ever. 5 seconds was called. Use it. Wasn't used. Turnover scrum.
Let's
Sort
go,
of
guys.
caught both of us in the commentary box off guard. We were still awaiting the setup and the kick. And it's fine by me if it goes the same both ways, Matthew.
Andrea Piardi was the referee in the Munster-Glasgow game last week, one of the two semi-finals, having also had the whistle for last year's grand final between Munster and the DHL Stormers in Cape Town.
Bind! Set! Far side.
Massive scrum for Glasgow in the context of this game. Such a good attacking platform.
Yeah, we move a little bit.
First scrum was the Bulls. You knew that they were going to try it out, try and get to the penalty, keep the ball in the fur, prolonged scrum. Interesting to see whether Jack Dempsey goes
higher
to the Channel 1 ball.
Higher, please.
Or does the scrum even get to that?
Well, that's the correct call, isn't it? Reset. Neither knee going to ground on that far side. Steenekamp and Fagerson.
Coach! Bind! Set! 9.
Solid platform from Glasgow. Horn, Tuipulotu, the first receiver. Quick ruck ball for Horn. And Jordan cuts out one to find McKay. Steyn. Hanekom and Ulrich Lowe in to make the tackle on Glasgow's captain. And Matt Fagerson. Xander Fagerson out in the midfield. Another quick ball for Horn. And out the back, but to no one. And this is on for the Vodacom Bulls. Chased down by Papier and by Orenser. Papier has the ball in hand. And lost forward.
Knock on now, knock on now. First back by Black, and then the second one is knock on.
Went back first off a Glasgow hand, says Andrea Piardi.
First one by Black, and then by you.
The referee did really well to keep up with that play. That pass coming out the back, Scala, to no one.
Yeah, it was never there. They're running an inside ball and outside ball, looking for the tip or the inside shoulder ball. Balls goes to the deck. I did see the first knockdown was completely play on because it goes backwards by Hugh Jones. And there is the second one. Good call by Andrea Biardi.
Yeah, it's play on, guys. Time still off. What's happened?
First time Glasgow's gone through multi-phase.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Water off,
Ended
please.
up in a drop ball. So dangerous at the half-felt. Transition play was on. Ambrose Papi's been outstanding the whole season regarding that. And on his shoulder,
don't change your bind and
Curtly Orange said they don't get more lethal than that.
Yes.
And ranked in the top 100.
Okay, guys, ready?
Of the Vodacom
So first back by
URC
Black and then on
top 100.
Knock on.
And he and Simpiwe Matanzima, who will make an appearance off the bench, have been on the field in every single one of the Vodacom Bulls matches in this campaign. 7 test matches for Ambrose Papier, but
Coach!
it's been a while since he played one, back in 2017.
Set! Far side.
Xander Ferguson's having a stare over at Craig Evans, the assistant referee on the far side.
Let's go, please. Craig, picture. Okay. Okay. Guys.
Very hard for Craig Evans to adjudicate that. Again, there's
we can't play.
No obvious player at fault.
Coach! Boy! Set and stay up!
Another tidy scrum from Glasgow. And a simple clearance for George Horn.
Stay on your side, quick. Yeah,
really good by Glasgow. Obviously, a big contest between Ferguson and Steenekamp. It's a scrum that the Bulls would like to target. Solid base. So nice and simple. Easy exit through the boot of George Horn.
Good contest.
Tap down from Norkia. Under pressure from Glasgow. Markoffen started. He was a welcome returnee last week after missing out on the quarter-final. Papier, Wilkolo. Then Steenekamp.
Good down by Blue, play on.
Bulls building phases here, this time through Harold Forster. Out the back from Van Staden, Goosen, and Devon Williams up from fullback. Arendse. That was a tackle that had to be made by Glasgow.
6.
But then side entry called against Matt Ferguson.
6 from side. Taking out the supporter. 6.
Super direct. One pass, one rugby by the Bulls until the sweep came. Second man playing, Johan Goosen picking up Devon Williams. With a nice little shimmy and half gap taken by Curtly Orange and never through the gate. Got to get tackle constitutes the offside line. You've got to jump in behind that. That's all of our good flankers do. They just sort of step over that line. You make it a grey line. You know, try and do a good thing for your team. Unfortunately, you got pinned up. Good decision by the referee once again.
No contest that time at the line out as the Bulls try to set their maul.
Advantage for collapse.
Well, it's been pulled down by Glasgow. Another penalty in their own 22. There is going to be a warning from the referee.
Guys, finish, please.
Tensions are high. It's understandable. So much at stake.
My God, guys, please. Say again, sorry.
It's all blown up and got out of proportion because the 6 black coming in and pushing. So you got the penalty, I think.
Yeah, I've got the penalty for 4 collapsing the maul.
Have a word with Black regarding 6 coming after the whistle as well.
Okay, thank you.
Made that worse.
Yep, thank you. Skipper. So 4 collapsing the maul, the last man. Then number 6 escalate everything. Have a word with your team about the discipline, please.
Yeah.
A bit?
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything from me?
Yeah, just on that last one, we got penalised because 11's double rolling in the tackle. If the tackle's completed, he's got a place. He rolled again, and that's why you penalise us for going over.
Okay, I didn't see that picture. Thank you. 4.
Matt Ferguson with that horrid double penalty conceded. The issue for Glasgow is how quickly they concede these penalties once the Bulls are in their opposition half. Almost forcing the penalty out of it. There's Matt Ferguson, just conceded a penalty, aggravating it, but having a little bit of argy-bargy. Well, someone I don't think you would like to get in a dark alley.
5, thank you.
Knock here.
No!
And straight down for Van Staden. And then Ferguson called out of it. Still finding a way forward.
Ball is there, ball is there, ball is there. 4. Don't play. No hands! No hands! Stay behind.
So Papier probes up the short side.
Short.
Just short.
Backwards.
For Hanekom.
No hands too.
They're positioned over on the short side there. Can they create something? The referee's gone low.
Time off. Time off, guys. Time off. This way. Time off.
Wilco low.
Yeah. To propel himself.
Is the last man up with the ball.
But I will check. A possible double movement first.
Correct.
And then holding or try.
Correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
So Matteo, we come to you. So, no field decision, no try. No field decision, no try, Matteo. We need to check first if he plays the ball or we have a double movement to arrive in goal or not. He propelled himself with the knees.
So you don't feed the decision?
No try.
Okay.
This is a carry before where Cameron Hanekom comes super close. And then we're going to have Tighthead versus Tighthead. Volkelo,
he's the next one, yeah.
Zander Ferguson. And the key is whether his knee touches the ground and then he makes a double movement after that.
There's a side entry there from George Horn, if nothing else. It comes from Papier, so quite right. Sculler, Tighthead on Tighthead. His upper body seems to be over the line, but there has to be clear evidence of that ball being grounded for the try to be awarded, because the on-field decision is no try.
On first look, the knee looks up. It's almost like his upper body's down and he sort of has the momentum to get over.
And Harold Forster there in the foreground, almost impeding the view.
Yeah, that was Cameron Hanekom's carry, and then the little shift. Here we go. It's the next sequence.
I don't see this as a clear double movement. In my view, I don't see this as a clear double movement. Now, Matteo, we need to check if there is any grounding, because live I held up and not tried.
I agree. No double movement.
Okay, Andrea, so no clear double movement.
Hey, we've got to try and find the ball if you're a Bull supporter on the ground.
I have 7 on the ball, holding the ball up, and I don't have any clear grounding.
I agree, Andrea. From this match, I have no clear grounding.
Okay, guys, agree. No try. No try, guys. Held up. Goal line dropout.
So goal line dropout is the call. Crowd don't like it, but the on-field decision was no try. Andrea Piardi was in there as low as he could be. Felt that it was held up by Rory Dodge. Tom Jordan with the 22 and the goal line dropout, and then carry from Elric Lowe. Khubala. Just in the nick of time, Papier clears it under pressure from Cummings.
No hands.
Wilco low out the back. Huerson Finds Forster.
No, stop.
Clever little kick in behind the defensive line. And
play on, play on.
Curtly Orenster with a committed chase. And no release from Glasgow. So the pressure is relentless in their own 22-metre area.
Beautiful by the Bulls, beautiful by Harold Foster. Similar build-up, one off runner, one run pass, one rock runners. The sweep came from Jan Goosen, quite lateral. Harold Foster drops it on the outside of the boot. Beautiful decision, and then it's the pressure from the outside backs. Josh McKay outstanding to get on the deck and pick this one up. Such a hard ball to field. Sergio Peterson. Sorry, it's Tom Jordan in the backfield.
Questo qui.
Third line out in this part of the field in quick succession. They'll be desperate to make this count. Let it go to Van Staden and over! Delight in the stands, delight for Marco van Staden, who gets just a third try in this competition, the first in this campaign. And how important might that prove to be?
Time off, guys.
It was vital that they made these 22-metre entries count.
Skipper! 5.
Well, Andrea Piardi wants a word with Ruan Nokia. He has Kyle Steyn next to him.
Guys, I understand the nervous because it's a final, but you don't. Your team doesn't need to escalate everything after the ball. Okay? Yes. No, it's not a shouting at me. It's just push and shake. Okay? We need to kill this off straight away. Agree with me? Next one, I penalize it. Thank you, guys.
Fair point by Andrea Piardi. Let's get back to Marco van Staden. He had no right to score that. The little dummy maul dip out, trying to pick up Harold Foster on the short line. Decides to carry it himself.
Please.
Gets it all thin. Harold Foster was a bit too early. How good is the awareness to drop the ball down, keep on going, carry 3 Glasgow players with him.
Ci sono spinte e altre cose. Okay, Matte.
And another 2 from the boot of Jan Goosen. Building a formidable lead in front of a formidable crowd.
We haven't been a ball faster into the middle.
How's the tackle fight by Eskom? We said earlier Matt Ferguson might have picked on the wrong guy to have a brawl with in a dark alley. He just showed his worth right there.
More ferocious contact from Elric Lowe off the restart. Papier gets his hoist away. Mackay, beautiful stepping. Created some momentum here for Glasgow. They need to hit back soon. Tuipulotu, Jones. Really have shown up in the last few rounds of this competition as a centre pairing since the return from injury for Hugh Jones. Formidable in the Six Nations as well as a pairing. Tuipulotu finding grass and finding touch.
Outside of 22.
How good is the kick return from Josh Mackay? Second time he's just got the ball. Kicks too deep from the Bulls, kicking through 9. Last week, a lot of kicks through 10. Jan Goosen, obviously, no Billy LaRue this week, but a lot through 15. Off 9, too deep. He had time on the ball. Footwork, tackle fight, outstanding.
Well, that one defeat at Loftus Versfeld came against Munster in the pool stages. Johan Goosen was shown a red card in that match.
It's just a knock-on in the tackle. Nice!
Just a knock-on advantage for the home side, but Papier asking for
Inside.
Another target to set up a ruck, creating a better kick angle. It's a strong counter from Glasgow. And eventually Rory Dodge told to stop, and Papier's hoist gathered by Steyn. Wonderful tackle from Cameron Hanekom. A little bit slippery underfoot. We've seen a couple of players on both sides attempting the step and losing their footing. No kicker back in the pocket, so Horn will test Huerson. He's dealt with those well in the backfield so far.
Well out.
Hanekom. Dodge went low. It's an untidy ruck ball. Reinforcements required at the base of the ruck.
Use that!
Steenekamp says, I'll take that responsibility. I'll play scrum off and then pick and drive. And then no one at the base of the ruck, squirting out for Marco van Staden.
There? Outside, take him back.
Taken back is the call.
Winger on.
Sweet strike from Huerson. Tom Jordan. Came out of the semi-final, Tom Jordan, with the best defensive stats. Created a couple of turnovers. Unusual for a fly half, but a strong physical presence for Glasgow. Grobbelaar in with the attempted steal. Jamie Batty.
Well, he's there. And use that!
Another hoist from Horn, and Kyle Steyn overran it. Huerson does well to get his offload for Peterson off the ground. Ulrich Lowe. Well, he goes past.
Play the man without the ball again.
He goes past the Glasgow players, but a man played off the ball beyond the ball carrier, not allowing the Bulls cleaners in.
Quite a few occasions this has been the tactic of Glasgow at the ruck. Sort of a side entry, play the play before he gets close to the ball, almost like a counter ruck before the ruck's finished forming. Interesting, Bulls have got a refusal to kick the ball out. There we go, Dodge. As all open side flankers, you want to make a mess of the breakdown, just too over-eager. Last week we saw the Bulls kick through 10, even when they kicked through 10, Johan Huerson deciding to get it straight down the middle. Tom Jordan again was a great kick received and return. That's quite a clear ploy by George Horn to get the box kick. At this moment, not a lot of reward for those.
That penalty count is a worry for Franco Smith as we approach half-time.
Yeah. Outside.
Grobbelaar, beautifully down for Papier, Huerson and Creel. Thought about coming to the open side, but Papier was looking for the little offload, but it was neatly intercepted by Sebastian Cancellieri. Gets away from one. He scored a blinder in the semi-final and was on his way to the try line there. Tui Pelotu finds Jones to his left, and Steyn got through one, then another. Crucial tackle made by Grobbelaar. Lost forward in that tackle.
The advantage, knock on black. Use it.
Ruan Vermaak sets it
away
for the Bulls.
Use it.
Two kicking options back here for Ambrose Papier if he doesn't take it on himself.
Advantage over.
Oh, so close for Kyle Steyn, Glasgow's captain. And it was the scrambling defensive Johan Grobbelaar who eventually brought him to ground.
I didn't see, so well done to stop it.
Cancellieri getting himself straight in the passing line. Nice little play by the Bulls, actually. A fade to the open side, went down the blind, and how well did he carry her? Offload was a bit loose. David Creel, great tackle fight. Carl Stein for a moment looked like he was in. Superb leg drive. No right to run that far.
Offside. Play on. Play on.
Well, over the 15 goes the line-out throw. And Glasgow looking for something to give them momentum, to give them confidence going into half-time. Horn, Gray. And then Jamie Batty, stopped by the pillar defence of Johan Grobbelaar.
Warriors on the ball. Two. Don't dive on the player on the ground, please. Stay up. No.
They spent so much of this first half camped down in Glasgow territory, but when they've needed to now, when it's really counted, with a couple of line breaks and now some strong carries from Glasgow,
time off.
They've come up trumps.
Yeah, Johan Grobbelaar did so well to survive the initial clean, the push-down tackle. The best way to steal in modern-day rugby, not go to ground, push down the attacker. Jamie Batty actually wanted to release the ball off the back of the ruck, got caught. Obviously, Lou said, playing number 9 is not the easiest thing. Way better set by Glasgow. How direct they were. A little pick and go straight through the middle. I think that's the way forward for Glasgow. Get to that gain line, try and boss the gain line. Bulls the last 10 minutes been under pressure, but it's come up trumps in the big moments.
Okay. Water out.
They've been at it for a very long time in Pretoria today. It's been a feast of rugby all around the city, and just a wonderful atmosphere that they've all created in here. We had bagpipes and
Glasgow on the line, please.
String quartets and all sorts of entertainment ahead of the game.
On the line.
Doesn't always happen where the Springboks play a curtain raiser for the Bulls.
10.
And that was the case. The stadium was packed at 3 o'clock this afternoon when the Boks took on Wales. And a dominant display by the Boks.
Fair contest.
Well, it's one on the ground by Jamie Batty. It was lost backwards by Elrich Lowe. With another good contest there, creating some nuisance at the tail of the Bulls line out of Glasgow. Gray. Horn. This is for Kyle Steyn to chase. Brilliantly done by Sergil Peterson.
Away 6.
It's been quite a couple of weeks for Sergil Peterson. He started in a Stormers jersey in the first final of the URC. Here goes Devin Williams, saving his way through. Curtly Orense to his left. Well, Jordan did a great job to stay in touch with Curtly Orense and force him to make the loose pass. Cummings. Stunning break from Devin Williams. Taking over the number 15 jersey from Willie Leroux this week after Leroux had put in such an incredible semi-final shift. Steyn runs hard at Peterson, who stays strong in the tackle. George Horn. That's gone off the fingertips of Jordan. And
not in touch.
That ball rolling into the in-goal area, so they'll come back for the scrum.
In touch.
It was a clever little kick from George Horn, who knew that Sergil Peterson was still down after making the tackle, exploiting the space in behind on that right wing.
I love the fact that it's trying to play 10 to 15. Devin Williams fading to kick it off that left, comes off his left foot, takes the line on.
That is the mark.
Just a little bit loose by Curtly Orense, and it hold on to it, set up another ruck. You in behind, and here comes the final knock on. Clever little kick by George Horn. You could see what he wanted to do. He's been kicking the box six a little bit too long, which has made them very easy for the Bulls back three to field between Sergio Peters and Johan Goosen. They've been rock solid.
Let's go.
Went for the little shorter dink, but Devin Williams, second time he's touched the ball this evening. 2 good touches though.
But also Scallo, we've seen him kick 2 penalties to touch up this right touchline, and worth noting the quality of his left boot. Although Willie Leroux is lost to injury, Devin Williams taking that number 15 jersey gives them that left-footed kicking option.
And I think Johan Goosen is growing in confidence that his man is fulfilling Willie Leroux's role, whether it's kicking through the left or taking it to the line.
Another powerful Bulls scrum. Papier caught in possession. He'll want the penalty.
We play advantage, still advantage. Keep the man
Peterson
front.
again working off his right wing. That was way forward.
Forward, no advantage. Forward pass.
The one thing that George Horn is doing well, when they are conceding the penalties, you can see the Bulls want to play. They pre-called a play to get it away. He's making an absolute nuisance with Ambrose Papier. A little bit offside, maybe a little bit illegal, but so clever that he suffocates it at source. Because if this ball gets played out there, much better attacking platform. Great scrum by the Bulls again. Similar position to their first scrum penalty.
No, I understand. It's not what I'm saying. On the fight.
Just when we spoke about it, here it comes again. Up this right touchline, not much angle to work with for Devin Williams.
You see a big hit first, second hit, and then I'm seeing.
Interesting to see what the Bulls call it. Not a lot of mauls in this first half. Little dummy mauls, and now quite wide with a 5-man setup. Looks like a similar setup to what they've done the whole half.
Breakaway around the side of the maul, so a man in front of the ball carrier.
Different maul obstruction.
It's a real gift of a penalty for Glasgow. Elrich Lowe was trying to coordinate the drive, having been the initial receiver at the line out, but spinning around to the left created that obstruction.
Yeah, and probably the reason in modern day rugby we don't go to the maul this far out.
Okay, come here. Thank you.
And they didn't earn the right to break the shoulder there, to get on the edge. You get through that edge when you're going forward and you lose the front of the maul. You don't create a new edge. Good call.
Some impressive maul stats for the visitors in this campaign. Cummings, the target at the tail. Matthews. Scragged by his opposite number. And then Ferguson bursting away. Another brave tackle from Peterson.
Behind, guys, behind. Stand up.
Clock in the red. Can the Bulls repel another surge here?
Ball is in.
Rory Dodge.
Release.
Got away from the first tackle, getting to within 2 meters of the Bulls line.
Well done. Okay, use it.
Hanekom and Tui Pelotu sharing a few things off the ball.
Blue stay behind. No.
Desperate defense required. And the try is awarded.
On the line.
With time up on the clock. And it's Scott Cummings getting the congratulations of his teammates. It's brought a weird kind of silence to this packed stadium. Glasgow getting over on the stroke of halftime.
That's massive for Glasgow. Started with the maul, Bulls maul actually, where they conceded the penalty. Allowed Glasgow a good entry, good field position. They went to their maul, busted through the middle. And then the carry by Matt Ferguson was amazing. Tackle fight straight through the guts of the Bulls defense. After that, They were into their goal line attack. Scott Cummings coming up with a try. That was so needed for Glasgow, and a hammer blow for the Bulls.
Ferguson made the carry that counted. He's also put in 13 tackles in the first half of this grand final, as George Horn adds the extra 2 and gets Glasgow within striking distance as we head into half-time. Johan Goosen, the DHL Stormers who lifted the trophy, and a year ago, Peter O'Mahony for Munster down in Cape Town. Who will lift the trophy in 2024? Will it be Ruan Nokia of the Vodacom Bulls or Kyle Steyn of the Glasgow Warriors?
Use it!
1 try apiece in the first 40.
Stop.
And a calm, safe exit from the restart for Johan Goosen.
Immediately after halftime, a small little change. There was a refusal of the Bulls to kick those out, kicking it through. Ambrose Papi keeping it infield. Start of second half. Safety of touch was found by Marius Goosen.
Well, Johnny Matthews over the 15 for Sione Tuipolotu. But a turnover for the Bulls. Grobela got his pass away for Steenekamp. He was looking to his right.
Yeah, advantage.
And Jack Dempsey getting in the passing lane and regathering the ball.
Advantage over.
Jamie Batty hit hard in the tackle.
Yeah, they're rolling away.
Ruan Nokia's men will be disappointed with their defensive lapse after the clock had gone into the red in that first half, and they seemed so in control of proceedings. Williams picked up and dragged towards touch by Steyn, and Frank Murphy's flag is up.
Well played by Carl Steyn, realizing Devon Williams, a smaller man, picking him up, getting him into touch. That's how you exit. Contestable, not going up in there, deciding to stay down, but bully his man with physical power. Good turnover by Cameron Hanekom, and then we had the 1-2. The hooker Lou said, second time the Bulls have been in behind Glasgow defence and chucked the ball needlessly away, opening it up for the transition play or the counter-attack.
The backwards by Blue, knock on by Black.
Knock on by Glasgow at their own line-out. Harold Forster offloading contact for Hanekom, who in turn holds it up. Strong work from Van Staden. Then Ruan for Mark.
No, ball's there. Use the ball. Well done, Nine. Thank you. Take him back.
And Goosen, little dink over the top, well read by Glasgow. Ferguson, Xander Ferguson that time. Monster of a tackle from Johan Grobela. He's quickly back on his feet to try and make the steal, then lost his balance again. Kyle Steyn is in the starting blocks here, waiting for George Horn, who doesn't get quite as much on that kick as he would have liked, and Steyn overrunning it. And penalty awarded. As Glasgow get there in numbers, forcing the Bulls to hang on the ground.
Second contestable in a row where Carl Steyn made a nuisance of himself. This time getting the penalty. Good kick to touch as well. Shorter kicks by George Horn. First half we said is a little bit too deep, giving Sergio and Johan Goosen so much time on the ball to get up, take it on their terms. The shorter kick much harder to handle.
Just an 8th appearance this evening for Sergio Peterson in this season's competition. 2 tries in the semi. Johnny Matthews for Richie Gray. And Matthews controlling a surging Glasgow maul. Very tight to left touch. but they have had the most successful maul in the competition. Now it comes for Xander Fagerson.
Step back. Good.
Tangible lift in energy from Glasgow towards the back end of that first half and into the opening moments of the second. Penalty to the Bulls. And a vital one at that. Who is up with the ball?
Juan Trogla was the man
Yet again.
Been so good on the deck. His timing is good. It's almost similar to the one in the first half, whereas the second arrival, you do a push down tackle and you're in a good position to get onto the ball.
10 meters, guy. Thanks.
Thought he was unlucky earlier in the piece not to get a turnover after a big head on Xander Fagerson. But ominous signs for the Bulls. Glasgow get the power game going.
Time off.
It's almost going set piece to set piece. They're driving maul, punching holes into the Bulls defense. Here we go. Again, that little push down, arriving player, such good position. The tackle also did a really good job to stay in front of the ball carrier. If you land on the other side, you're such an easy target to pin for not rolling away or not cleaning the space for the rival player to clean the ruck.
A couple of injury concerns, albeit temporary.
1 and 2 subs, guys. 1 and 2 subs.
Before
Let's
that,
go. 1 and 2.
was Jamie Batty, who is now being substituted by Nathan Macbeth and George Turner. 45 Test Scottish international, replacing Johnny Matthews at hooker. Nathan Macbeth into the 23 in place of Murphy Walker. Ollie Kebble wore jersey 17 last week, 18 this week. And Nathan Macbeth, who has been chosen for Scotland's mid-year tour, comes on. Glasgow winning a line out against the throw.
No, ball is there.
Another strong carry from
Let's go, 9. Use it, please.
Matt Fagerson.
No.
Well, Kyle Staines in front of the ball there.
No, play on.
Gets up in the air to contest. Curzon. Ulrich Lowe did extremely well. There was a wildness to that pass from Curzon in contact, which he had to control. He is now back in position to make the clearance.
Good clearance by Johan Curzon. Almost took like a voluntary tackle and then flung the little pass around the corner to Ulrich Lowe. Did well to tighten things up, carry as hard as he could. But the Bulls losing the territorial game. Glasgow super effective in the shorter kick. Second half from George Horn. He shortened it up considerably. Kyle Steyn on his wing, getting in the air, getting a turnover by carrying Sergio into touch, getting a penalty, one off the back. Bulls lucky to escape with that one. Bulls going through a mid-game slump.
Then Dempsey with the carry in. Got away from the first line. More momentum for Glasgow here. Horn and Steyn. Clever grubber from Kyle Steyn. Work for Sergio Peterson to do. Papier and Williams.
Who's on the line?
The crowd don't like what they saw there on Sergio Peterson. On the ball at first from Fagerson.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the Bulls, I mentioned slump. They're just a bit flat.
Number 8.
And that was the worry after their performance last week. Can they recapture that energy, that intensity for the full 80? Glasgow coming on strong. Jack Dempsey with a carry straight through the guts that time, busting through Bulls defenders.
Well, Nizam Kar makes an appearance in the 48th minute. He's replacing last week's man of the match in the semi-final, Cameron Hanekom, who is really not walking easily at all.
Let's go.
Heavily strapped left leg. George Turner. Wonderful read.
I don't play on, guys. And anything different? Yeah, agree.
Hoist from Emrose Papier. Stain. Ball down by Sergio Peterson, who really has been dogged defensively.
Use it!
Another hoist from Horn, another chase from Stain, who got his hand in there to tap it back, and Rory Dodge, the willing recipient. Then Dempsey. George Turner. Building rhythm here, Glasgow. Jordan, Tui Palotu, and Jones.
Silent, please, guys.
Xander Ferguson losing his headgear as he went into contact. And Sergio Peterson brilliantly up to claim once again. Papier. The Vodacom Bulls turn to apply a bit of pressure with ball in hand. Huge kick downfield from Pearson. Jordan was chased back. Curtly Orenser chasing him down. And a huge territory gain. And rich appreciation from a capacity crowd.
All comes back of Sergio Peterson taking the first one for the half. Carl Steyn 4-0 against him with a short contestable. Johan Goosen decided to spot space straight down the middle, find grass.
Okay, thanks.
They've been out-kicked in the start of the second half. First entry, 10 minutes into it. I was wondering when the bench is going to come on. Last week against Leinster, Jake White went to the bench quite soon. It seems a similar trend is following this week.
Well, Aka van der Merwe makes a 19th appearance of the season, having made his way back to South Africa after a lengthy stint with the Sale Sharks. And he replaces Johan Kovala, who has been outstanding in this game, the top tackler for the Vodacom Bulls, and also we've seen his influence on the ground. Franco Smith on the right, plotting the next few phases. Victorious in a Bulls jersey here in a Currie Cup final in 1998 on this ground. And Jake White looking for a first URC title with the Vodacom Bulls.
Glasgow on the line.
North of 50,000, lapping it all up.
Tamacon. Glasgow on the line. Okay, let's go.
Straight into the action for Aka van der Merwe for his captain Ruan Nortje. Switch in midfield. Forster. For van der Merwe back on the angle. Penalty advantage to the Vodacom Bulls. Goosen with the drop goal. Well wide, but on penalty advantage.
Both are fit.
Recurring theme when the Bulls do get field position is how quickly Glasgow concedes the penalty. One phase, two phases in, not allowing the Bulls to get a hold of them, run at them, put them under pressure within their 22. Nice little starter, the little dip out by Eskom van Staden. Ambrose was seen carrying across, dropping it to Johan Goosen, and Aka van der Merwe on the inside ball, nearly overrun it. There was a small little hole for him.
Just one thing.
And that in golfing terms, as a drop goal, would be a duck hook, boys. We've all had them in our golf game. It's a horrible thing.
Speaking to me about that, so I will have a look. Thank you.
So to create some daylight, Johan Goosen extend the lead back to 9 points. Some relief. First opportunity for points, having weathered a considerable storm down near their own try line. As soon as they get field position, managed to exit with points. Now, is that a penalty? It is indeed. It was played by Curtly Orense after the knock-on from Elric Lowe.
That's good. Knock-on, offside.
Do they go for the corner here and back their outstanding maul? Do they bring back the deficit within 7?
Well,
I think it's corner. It's such a tough kick.
Decision first.
Just from a technical aspect there, Elric Lowe, no need to jump. No pressure to jump. It's so much harder when you do jump to catch it cleanly. And this is something that's plagued the Bulls this year, is how to exit off kickoffs. Predominantly through individual errors, sometimes through setup errors. What an opportunity for Glasgow, and they're going to back this maul for sure.
Johnny Matthews has left the field, 14 tries, makes him the leading try scorer. George Turner has just 1, but this just his 7th appearance. More shifting sideways, so backs in to make a difference. Jordan and Kyle Steyn as well.
Same all.
Still rumbling over the line and over. It is George Turner who gets a 2nd try for the Glasgow Warriors, pulling it back to within 4 with a kick to come.
And just like that, Glasgow straight back into it. Great setup. Initial stop by the Bulls, real good. And the backs will claim this one as soon as Hugh Jones, Tui Piloto, Carl Steyn joined in. Great patience shown. And what a weapon this maul has been this season.
Lo stai controllando? Ok.
Devin Williams and Curtly Orense waiting for George Horn to make his first move, trying to charge it down. He's got such a short approach to the ball, though. And a sweet strike from Glasgow's ultra-reliable scrum half and goal kicker. Two power tries scored by Glasgow's forwards. Deep down the middle from Huisson. And Mackay bursting out of his own 22 and up to halfway. The kick is on and Huisson must chase back. And that is a massive let-off. That is going to be a scrum all the way back near halfway.
Scrum.
How good has he been on kick returns? To the contrast of the Bulls, who shelled one straight cold off the kickoff. Josh Mackay gets it, puts the footwork on Ambrose Papiu, goes a little bit high. And you can see he's frustrated, just kicked it too early, hold on to it. We've seen a couple of moments of panic when you're in behind. Settle 1 or 2 more phases, take the contact. The worst thing that can happen is you can recycle it. He's been busting down the running meters all season. He's doing the same tonight.
Wonderful season for Josh Mackay, the former New Zealand under-20 international, who we saw in the colours of the Crusaders and the Highlanders in Super Rugby before his move to Glasgow in 2021. 17th appearance of the campaign for him, over the try line 5 times. But the spark of so many transition plays for the Warriors.
Bind! Set!
Penalty Glasgow.
Side step. Front row, side step.
And Gerard Stennekamp, the man penalised on the near side. Xander Fagerson Getting all the plaudits from his teammates, some of the backs running in there to show their approval. And now another opportunity for Jordan to set up the line out. They are dominating territory in the second half.
It's becoming a set-piece battle. You'll see the put in here. The ball just gets caught in between Gerard Steenekamp's legs, which never a good position for the ball to be. You give the opposition an opportunity to have a second nibble at it. They're just inside the 22. The maul
6
is going to be a factor again.
Simpiwe Matanzima waits for the call on the bench.
No! That's once going backwards.
Already one caller backwards made by Andrea Piardi, but George Turner
off now.
finding a way forward. Ruan Nokia called out of it.
7, don't change.
Still Glasgow.
9 ready to use that.
Rumble on, then stopped. Tui Pelotu, Jordan on the bounce to Mackay, and then Cancellieri. Another little slip from the Argentine winger. Turner screaming for the ball for a carry. Change of direction from Horn. Jordan.
Away.
Mackay filling in at scrum half. Turner.
Around the neck.
Oh, neck roll is the call. Another let off.
Massive let off for the Bulls.
Dangerous clean out first.
How strong is that maul?
Number
Even
6,
though the
use
it once was straight off the bat, they backed it full. Got 10 meters over advantage, and unfortunately after that, just a bit lateral in the attack. Josh Mackay getting caught behind the gain line, offloading it to Cancellieri, who toppled over. And I think this was a neck roll on Elrich Lowe, who did well to stay in the tackle fight, try and compete best possible. But it's a set-piece battle at the moment, and the Bulls back for the minute, leaking some oil. Here he said, Elrich Lowe does the push-down tackle.
Time off. Can you repeat, please?
Grab and fight back. Yeah, and that looks like Matt Fagerson, who's just done a small little neck roll on him.
7 and 5. And 14.
The party atmosphere endures. Another change for the Glasgow Warriors. They went 6-2 on the bench, and Henko Venter, formerly of the Sharks, is on. 21-year-old Max Williamson, wearing jersey 19, replacing Richie Gray in the second row.
Marching in the 5. That's worse.
One stop called. And now it's the Bulls who get some go forward. Aka van der Merwe away and fighting. Henko Venter goes in around the ball.
Ball is there. 9, please. Thank you.
Trying to keep it up off the ground. Little hasty out of the line with Glasgow.
No, ball is there. No. Ball is there. Cannot reward you. 21 hands on the ground.
Wilco Lowe will have a carry. Scrum powerfully in the first half. Not a great deal of opportunity to carry the ball. Now it's Quirson for Kurtley Arendse. Mackay got up. Knocked it backwards towards his line.
Advantage.
And away is Jamie Dobie. Plenty of subs on now for Glasgow.
No advantage in the air. Wrong timing.
Second time this game, Kurtley Arendse has been picked up for not going up, not in a position to catch the ball.
On the line of 22.
The Bulls will have to fire a shot. Went for the maul.
In the air.
The hardest, attacking platform post that if you've got a maul that breaks down inside the 5 meter. They tried to throw Aka van der Merwe multiple phases. Returned to Jan Goosen's boot.
Okay,
And Kurtley just overrunning the ball, conceding the penalty. Another easy exit for this Glasgow side.
Yeah, we play, then we stop. 21. On the ball, please.
It's Nathan Macbeth.
On the ball.
Looks as though he's just needing a contact lens as John Jordan goes for the sideline. There's the challenge on Josh Mackay, and Kurtley Aronson not in a position to contest the ball.
Yeah, you can see what happened here. Some traffic to avoid coming in. Obviously lost sight of the ball. Luckily for him and the Bulls, Josh Mackay landed on his feet and not on his back or head.
Down for Horn and Jordan to Ipalotu, and Dobie looping around beautifully into the line was Mackay and Steyn. Kyle Steyn, 5 short. Quickly they go once again. Xander Fagerson. Mackay to Ipalotu. Just cannot get outside Harold Forster, who clings on for dear life. Williamson did well to tip it on as first receiver. Then Dobie filling in at scrum half. Awkward bounce, but Steyn has it. And Kyle Steyn looks to his inside. Hugh Jones gets over to put Glasgow in front.
Exceptional by Glasgow. Skill execution, unreal. They're coming on strong. We've been saying since halftime, 20 minutes all dominant. Second man play, the bounce pass from Josh Mackay always gets you. Always get your Kyle Steyn straightening up. Hugh Jones, former Stormers, finishes off, but the starter play is where it all happened, where they got into the Bulls. The skill execution was exceptional. Second man play, Hugh Jones finishes it.
Well, a couple of hugely valuable contributions made by Glasgow's captain, Kyle Steyn, in the build-up and the execution of that try. A third try for the Warriors. Just a reminder that in the pool match here at Loftus Versfeld between these two, the Bulls were way out in front. And eventually, the Warriors fighting back, and a late kick by Duncan Weir gave them 2 losing bonus points, 4 tries and finishing within 6 points with a penalty after the hooter. They stayed in the fight for the full 80. And they have come out firing in the second half. Yet again, no mistake from the team from George Horn, and the Warriors lead by 5.
Comes off the back of ill discipline by the Bulls. Too many free exits, too many exits into the 22, too many attacking platforms. Also, when they did have the opportunity to attack, they reverted to the maul. They have to fire a few shots, otherwise Glasgow will be dominant in the second half.
Just an 8th appearance in the competition this season for Hugh Jones. But boy, has he made his presence felt since his return. A second try. And the significance of this one being that it put his team ahead in the grand final for the first time inside the final quarter. Huerson. Play on is the call. Crowd on the east stand don't like it. They thought it was high on Huerson. And it comes back on the Bulls' side, low.
Away!
Papier. David Creel hasn't had a huge amount of opportunity in this game. There's been a lot of kicking, both from Papier and Huerson. Forster. Huerson again, holds it up long enough for Nizam Kar.
They're behind.
Steenekamp. Williamson with the tackle. Lots of chat from the Warriors. You can hear it through the referee's mic. They are energized. They can sense a piece of history.
On the ball, on the body, step back. They can't fall.
Carr sent in reverse.
They're behind. No, 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 no.
Cummings. Jones with the tackle. Did well to actually get out of that area as quickly as he did. Papier. Oh, he was looking for Aronson, and the interception is made. This is going to be another try for the Warriors. Devin Williams chasing for all he's worth. But Jack Dempsey...
But that would have a possible 15. Yeah.
It's not been awarded just yet. The TMO has been brought in.
Okay. TMO check. Possible early tackle on number 15 blue. Yes, Matteo, put that on the screen. Hopefully this is a try.
I need to show you a tackle without the ball by Glasgow player on number 11 blue.
So it's the tackle on Curtly Aronson.
Yes.
When Papier was looking for the offload.
Yeah, it's an early tackle. So coming back to me.
And so this try is going to be chalked off. A massive, massive moment in this grand final.
Camera back to me.
No.
Camera's on you.
No try, early tackle, penalty, Bulls.
Enormous moment. Enormous moment for the Bulls. They get a penalty out of this. Probably go for goal, I think. Close that gap. Fine margins. Adjusting defender. I think it's Turner without his headgear. Just gets Curtly Aronson a little bit early.
That's the
but the Bulls' attack looked super flat before that. You need backs in motions. What Willie Leroux does so well when he steps up. You need Devin Williams to step up. You need Johan Goosen to be in motion, right in behind the pack of forwards. Otherwise, the attack looks super one-dimensional. It's one pass ruck. Glasgow's picking it off, sitting in it comfortably. Jack Dempsey so nearly scored a worldie on the counter-attack.
Wait, 10. I'm waiting right mark. Wait a second. He's checking the right mark.
Yeah, it's a bit closer than that. It's closer to the 10-yard, I think, Matthew.
10 meters. That's the right mark.
Does that make a difference?
Penalty, early tackle.
Still 13 minutes to play. Do they try and get back within 2?
Time back on.
I think it makes it a lot easier kick, but the Bulls' issue is exiting from 20 from any kickoff really.
Yep.
Into the Glasgow 22 they go. Another change. There is the early tackle, just it's milliseconds before the ball arrived. But it was early. And Reinhard Ludwig on to replace Ruan Vermaak, former South African under-20 international last year.
Ball! That's one, going backwards.
Coordinated counter shove from the Glasgow pack.
No!
As the Bulls look to set their maul. Forster ran hard at Tuipulotu. Marco van Staden earning some valuable meters. Carr. And Elric Lowe, massive collision. And van Staden around the corner once again, but this Glasgow team for now are buoyed. They're energized, they're throwing themselves into their defensive effort. Strong work from Stenica. Then Nokia. Ludwig.
No hits! Quiet.
The Bulls, you can hear screaming for the offside call. It's such a tight thing. The back of those rucks. Wilco Lowe now. Tackle made by Henko Fenter. Goosen. Carr.
Tackle!
Dobie bringing down Nizam Carr. Ruan Nokia. 16 phases now with ball in hand.
No! Lost! Never on the ball.
Magnificent Pretoria crowd.
11 blue around the neck.
Getting in behind their team, but there's a penalty.
This is the right back.
against
blue around the neck, dangerous clean out. The same against them over
the
there.
Bulls. For a clean out around the neck, we saw a Glasgow player, Matt Fagerson, penalised for the same thing a few minutes ago.
What a defensive set by Glasgow. The shots were used. Jack Dempsey was in on the ball. And it's Curtly Arons who's got to throw his hips out, get the neck roll. Very similar to Ulrich Lowe's one on the other side. But again, Bulls going for the ball. No word from the ball. Off the back of that declining attack. Backline's passive, sitting in behind. Of the 18 phases, 16 was carried by a pack of forwards. You could throw a big blanket over all of them, which in the old day was a good saying, that the pack of forwards should be on a blanket, not when you're attacking, chasing a game. For me, they've got to get into the vacuum, get Harold Foster over to Pilotu, run off the back of that. The ball, they're getting zero reward for it.
Just a reminder that when the clock went into the red to signal the end of the first half of this grand final, the Bulls led 13 points to 0. They scored after the hooter. They went into half-time buoyant. And with their last try,
on 6. Time back on.
took the lead for the first time. Still plenty of time to go.
I think the Bulls need a few bodies in the air at this lineup. They're scared of them all. Hence they're staying down, not making an aerial contest. Look at Reinhard Ludwig. Front ball. Maybe chancing his arm.
It is Reinhard Ludwig who gets into the air. Henko Venter comes off the back of that line out though to feed Jack Dempsey. Then Ludwig makes the charge down on George Horn's kick, and in go the Bulls.
In the air. 9 is still in the air.
Now do they go for goal?
In the air. Shot call.
They do indeed, to try and open up an 8-point lead.
George Horn also knew what he was doing. Jump up, keep your knees nice and high, wait for the lock forward to get a hold of you, and claim it to the ref. Well played, George Horn. Good charge down. Get on the foot. Reinhard Ludwig. Big moment in this game. Field 2 scores at this moment, and the way the Bulls' attack's functioning is too much.
Yeah, both sides.
Time ticking away for George Horn. He has a simple, short approach. He's a deadly accurate kicker, not known for massive distance, but the rarefied air will give him a boost. Just to get beyond 7 points. And not enough on it. Dipping underneath the crossbar. Coulson with a huge clearance kick, but not into touch. Tom Jordan. Ludwig across to make the tackle. Nathan Macbeth with a strong carry. Steyn, a willing carrier up the short side. They're happy to have ball in hand.
Use it!
Plenty of options for Horn here. Macbeth again makes himself available. And that left short side has been popular.
No, lost! Use it!
Watch out for the contestable coming soon.
Henko Venter. Been a revelation for the Glasgow Warriors, the former Sharks man. And the Cheetahs in South Africa. Spent some time in Japan as well, but outstanding season for him, 18th appearance. Short side again they go. Steyn. Tuipulotu asking for options. Jack Dempsey yet again. This time it's a Bulls penalty.
Penalties on the ball. Ball still alive, guys. Ball still alive.
And Huissen's kick. How is that going to bounce? It is going to bounce dead.
Scrum.
A scrum all the way back.
Okay,
he's looking for Lawn, and well, he might.
No use in rushing it. They had the backfield covered. Take your time, kick it out. Get the attacking play sorted. Glasgow playing down that blind side so effectively, almost to their own detriment. They got so far up the field they couldn't return the box kick as some substitution comes on.
Guys, let's go! Let's go! Nice time still up the ball.
So straight into the action go.
That's a mark.
Francois Klopper and Sipiwe Matanzima.
Don't slice that. Yeah, he's first. Coach! Boy! Set! Step straight!
Vaughan manages to grab from the base of a retreating scrum. Then Sione Tuipulotu.
Ball is there.
Steyn lining himself up behind that ruck. Discipline vital here for the Vodacom Bulls in sight of their own posts.
He's in the way.
Tuipulotu often the first receiver away by Jordan. And then Jones.
Straight
out on the full.
Yeah. Okay.
Another sliver of opportunity. A try draws them level. And that has to be their sole ambition now. 5 minutes remain in the grand final.
There's so many negative outcomes in the second half for the Bulls. They need a positive outcome, whether it is a penalty for a free exit like they did the previous time when Johan Huissen kicked it dead, or a good attacking set. They possibly will get one more chance in this rugby game. It's whether they can use it or not.
Mo! 9!
Reinhard Ludwig the target.
Down by below. On my side, down by below.
Shifting into the 5-meter area.
On the ground first. 6 away. 6 away.
Matt Fagerson called away from Akker van der Merwe as they continue to make progress.
No, leave. Ball is here on the ground.
Little dart from Ambrose Papier, holds it up long enough. Nizam Kar. Huissen. Huge contact in the midfield. Tom Jordan it was.
9, please.
Matanzima.
You step back, you step back.
Yeah, and Huissen. Kar.
Tackle!
Needs somebody to unlock this resolute, determined Glasgow defence. They have been miserly all competition, and now when they've needed it the most in the grand final, the defensive system has stood up once again. It takes something very special in these last 3 minutes and a few seconds to breach it. Van Staden, then Papier for Ulrich Lowe. No one away to his left, forced to take the contact. Van Staden again, and now Papier with men away to his right. Huissen And then Akar van der Merwe. Popped on by Ruan Nokia. Penalty, Glasgow.
Isolated.
Is that the last shot fired?
Not for me. Not for me. Yeah. Hey, guys.
Not yet, but close. Another big defensive set. They're out on their feet. 5 of them down.
Sangue del 18. Time off.
And it's Hugh Jones. Push down tackle, in on it. Survives the first clean. Gets some help from Tom Jordan, who's been brave in defense all night. Swimmer put a big shot earlier.
Guys, with me, please. Timo check.
On Francois Klopper.
Okay, Matteo. What do you want to show me?
Shoulder on the head. An upright tackle by
and this might
Glasgow player on number 18 blue.
Might be the tackle I was referring to.
Yeah.
Tom Jordan on Francois Klopper.
Yeah. Well, we called it in real time. It looked...
Okay, Matteo, we are in front of the screen now. When you're ready, we're ready.
Bad in real time. Happened so quickly, but round about the halfway line. Have we got another twist?
Wait a moment.
Yeah, take your time. No rush, Matteo.
Oh, yeah.
We're checking a possible high tackle, shoulder to the head.
I don't think that's the one we were referring to.
Might be used.
Non è questo, è un altro.
Okay, it's another one. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's not this one. It's another one. It's not this one. No, it's not this one. Kyle, back 10.
It was definitely the tackle of Tom Jordan. Man and ball situation.
Yeah, it's not this one. This is the wrong one still.
Non è questo, Andreas.
I understand that it's not this one. I don't have...
The crowd is seeing this on the big screen, and yet that is not the collision.
The right footage. The wrong footage. It's not this one.
Now that's the one that we saw in real time. Francois Klopper extending his arms to receive the pass, and
Okay, Andrea, this one.
Very upright, shoulder to the head.
Can you show me in real speed, please? I've got, full play, upright, coming the speed. Clear line of sight, makes the right contact with the head. I cannot see any clear mitigation right now. Second.
Just consider level of danger.
Yeah, we need to consider the level of danger. So, Matteo, can you show me again in real speed, please, to determine the level of danger?
Okay, Andrea.
Thank you. I think, Frank, I think it's a high level of danger.
Maybe the measure of fault on the body, maybe.
Okay, you're thinking the level of danger is not high because most of the force is on the body and not on that first? That's what we are thinking now?
Yes, Andrea.
Okay, so guys, we have full play. Play is upright. Makes the direct contact with the head, but most of the force is on the body first. So I'm thinking a yellow card against the Glasgow player. Okay. Give him the number, please. Number 10. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a yellow card for Tom Jordan.
Yes, wait a moment.
Yeah, I think lucky to get away with a yellow. Full contact.
Aspetta che do il posto corretto adesso.
On the ball was probably not on the ball. It's probably more like Francois Klopper's cheekbone, it looked like, but in context of the game, it doesn't change it much.
I think it's more or less on
it's a yellow card. Glassow's got to finish this game with 14 men. And the Bulls are going to have opportunity, and it's whether they're good enough. They've been battered in the second half, and so many times when you've been under the pump, it's so difficult to turn this around and get a good attacking set. But this is their time, and be brave. I would be if I'm the Bulls. Don't return to the maul. They've got no reward for it. Play it into the vacuum. Stay on top of the ball.
Okay.
Ask Glasgow to make a lot of tackles, which they've been so good at tonight.
And the significance of the colour of the card is, I hate to bring it up, should the Bulls score an unconverted try, and we need to go to extra time,
Glasgow,
then there would be a way back for Tom Jordan. Devin Williams is kicked down as far as the 22-metre line. This is it. Ludwig with the take. Looked as though his body buckled a little in the air.
Down by below. Play on, play on, play on.
Hembro's Papier seeing the whole defensive line up outside him, back towards his forwards. If they can draw another penalty here, they can find a more favourable field position. Akkar van der Merwe. Oh, they come back towards the left. Ludwig. They have superior numbers over here to the left. Wilson, though, looks back to his inside for Ulrich Lowe.
Away!
Ludwig.
No!
Penalty.
Off it.
40 seconds to go.
Off it.
Has to be pinpoint accurate with this kick. And has been brave, but necessarily brave.
Now they're 5 metres off. Now you got a maul at the previous line-out attack. I can't believe the Bulls went back to the maul. So nearly lost it at source, and then again it was one pass ruck. No one in motion. Now you got to get on your goal line attack, and your goal line attack is being as direct as possible.
Is it going to come down to a kick? Much work to be done before then. Akkar van der Merwe is crucial to that task. He needs to find a jumper.
Okay, let's go.
He would dearly love to take his tally to 13 off the back of a maul. He is hobbling.
5.
Ruan Nokia, first job done.
Advantage for Black Flaps.
Penalty advantage, but the ball lost forward.
For Black Flaps.
Penalty against Cummings.
For Black Flaps. Thank you, Craig.
Call coming from Craig Evans, assistant referee on the near side. Another bite for the Bulls. Clock in the red. Very similar circumstances to the first half. Clock was in the red. Glasgow had a maul. They got their first points of this grand final. Duncan Weir urging them on. Unused substitution in this grand final.
9.
5-man line out. This time it's to Ulrich Lowe at the tail.
Both sides.
On they go towards the line. The ball is held up. The final whistle goes, and the Glasgow Warriors are jubilant. They have done it the hard way. They had a home quarter-final 2 weeks ago against the DHL Stormers, but then they had to travel. They went to the notoriously difficult Thomond Park, where they defeated the defending champions of the UI